What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 3090 here. Welcome back to an episode of the Draft to Glory franchise with the Mariners, episode 14. This past season, we lost in the ALCS. Now, we've been in the playoffs, 5 or 6 straight years. We did win the World Series 2 years ago. We've won 2 pennants with this team. Now, with this franchise, if you guys are new to it, make sure you check out all the other videos and hit that subscribe button if you're new. But this is a team we've done only through the draft. Every player we have personally drafted. I mean, pitching has been kind of what's carrying us. We do have some budget, I don't want to say issues, but things are coming to a head. Varela is a free agent. Might be able to get a draft pick. Story is a free agent. I definitely want to keep Story around, but the money's going to be right. Ortiz is a free agent. He's on a high overall, but he's consistently a power hitter. Price, again, is a free agent. I'll probably move on from him. Reyes. But we do have a big free agent signing. So this episode will be the offseason and all of next year as well. Who retired? No one on our team retired. Now, if you're wondering how long will this go, I say this in I think every video I tried to. Arenado made the Hall of Fame. We will do this until a player that we drafted makes the Hall of Fame. Pretty simple. So Story, give him the qualifying offer just in case. He's 31. He only has 7 years in the show. 5 years is the money per year is not that bad. Let's do 4, and let's put it at like 20. Let's put the interest bar full. So I'm gonna be like 25 mil. I'll round it. I'll do 4 out of 100. Make him nice and happy. Varela, I would love for him to want $8 million, $4 million a year. I'm gonna give a qualifying offer and hope he's a dumbass. Sometimes they are. Now Price, I'll keep Price around actually because he did play outfield and wasn't this year. Yeah, he's actually been a halfway decent hitter as an outfielder off the bench. Reyes is a lefty reliever who this past year pitched outstanding. He wants $3 million because his overall is not as high as Valera. I think he'll not get any offers. And then Ortiz. 3.8. I'll keep him for like 4 because he's got some power, can play solid defense. So let's see what happens. Chavez exercises his options, hoping he's going to decline it. Castillo, another guy's hoping he's going to decline it. That kind of puts our budget in kind of a tight situation. Story did sign his contract, 4 at 25. Now Castillo, I don't know what to do with him. He's been with the team forever. He's consistently a 25 to 30 home run hitter, average defense. His WAR is nothing crazy. It's like in like the 2s to 3s. He had some high 4s and one at 5.8. We do have his replacement though, so I don't know what we're gonna do with him. I might just have him play on the bench. We'll see. So arbitration, we just have a Joaquin Cortez, like we always do. He can hit lefties. He's 32. I'll just offer him the arbitration because we can't afford that. Tender contract. So this is his replacement. He's 22 years old, 86 overall. He's second base and third. I'm going to move him to third because I'm going to do that right now because we signed Story long term. That basically says, Carter, you're now a third baseman. So we're going to edit him. He's an 86 overall, but we're going to move him to third and we're going to move him to second as a secondary. Just second, not second and short. He probably will go down in overall. Yeah, to an 81 because the bat doesn't play as great at third. So maybe I'll have him. I don't know. We'll see. He is a top prospect. Just at second base, we have Story. Now we could move Story to short, but we have Lopez, and then we have Lopez's replacement, Stockton maybe, elite defense. I don't know, but I want to get Lavallo up there soon. Let's go look at tender contracts though. So Lavallo's not there. So Casta was our closer, our catcher. Didn't hit that well his rookie year, but I might just give him like an 8-year. I'll do a 6-year deal. Let's just play it safe. He'll be a free agent at the end of that point. I don't want to give him a long-term deal because he may just not really pan out. So 6 at that's not a bad deal. Carter, we can't give him a long-term deal. Let's see if real quick. Evan Craig he's probably more of a reliever with that 66 stamina. But I will sign him to a 5-year deal. Britt Rexy is. Again, kind of that same mold. But I think that's probably it. Cora is a closer who didn't pitch for us, but I can give him a long-term deal, I guess, which is nice. So I'll do that. I think the rest of these guys, I'll just sign them. It's not really for anything else for you guys to see. We'll see what happens with Varela. Hopefully a team signs him and we get an extra draft pick for it. If not, we're paying him $20 million for 1 year. We should be able to absorb that contract. All right, so those offers remain. Now, we have some guys we could lose in the Rule 5 draft. So, Conley, Agawa, Marsh, I don't think is the guy we drafted, and Aragon. So, 2 starters and a reliever. So, let me add them to the 40-man. Let's see, Conley. And then I think it was He's 30, 77. He's going up, though, in potential. So I'll add him. Let's see. I'm not worried about anyone else. So let's see what happens with our boy. I can never say his name. Varela. Please go somewhere else. I want that extra draft pick. Come on, Baltimore. Do me that solid. Do me that solid. 2 years, 8.4. That's a great contract. It's way better than 1 year at 20. He accepted. All right. I mean, it's worth the risk because our budget should still be fine. If not, like if we have to end up like trading him or cutting him, I will. But I definitely was hoping to get that extra draft pick. It was worth the risk. So I think that's pretty much it for the offseason. So I will see you guys at the beginning of the next year. And hopefully we can get back to the playoffs. All right, so here is the lineup. Story, then Marcus, then Lopez batting third, Hirsch, Gutierrez, Ortiz, Lovallo, and Castro. So Lovallo's going to play every day. Now, he doesn't mash righties, but he plays elite defense, great arm, good speed. He should steal a bunch of bases. And he's also going to play versus lefty. So, I'm going to give him a chance. 22. He's only a 79 overall, which I don't understand. Because he was an 86 and moved his position. We made him an 81. Oh, he hates his contract. And he wants to be close to home. He lives in New York. Well, from New York, he plays in Seattle. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Pitching, Merced, Stoltz, Cox, Manning, Rivera. Chavez is the long man. No one's below an 80 in the bullpen, but no one's higher than an 87. We do have Ogawa in the minors. And we got guys like Geronimo, Reyes, Conley. We got guys who are very close to being big leaguers, including Raimo. I forgot about him. If you take a look at, just you guys want to see the roster history, MLB team, still all players that we had drafted. Lovallo was a second-round pick in one draft. In the first round, we got Hirsch. In 2029, we got Charlie Hirsch, who's a great hitter, Lovallo, and David Stoltz, who's our number 2 starter. That's a really good draft. In AAA, we almost have everyone there. In AA, it's almost everyone. So we're almost a full... I bet you I'm probably like one more draft away from having like a full minor league of everyone that we have drafted. Our budget is barely positive, $69,000 in the green. We do have a lot of 1-year deals. Like if I have to get rid of Valera or Castillo. Castillo's on the bench if you saw. Now he'll probably play because it'll be injuries. And he can play only third, but we can put him at DH or whatnot. But this offseason we have Chavez, Valero, Castillo. I don't want to have any of them back unless the contracts are really cheap. Merced's going to get a big pay raise this offseason, only making $5.5 million. And then there's guys like Luis Cherry's a free agent. Might get a draft pick from him. Zavala's a free agent. Probably won't get a draft pick from him. He's really struggled. Stoltz is a free agent. As a catcher, you might get a draft pick. Same with Bean as a closer is a free agent. We have a lot of free agents this year. But let's get into the season. Now we are ranked currently 4th. Really good. And top prospects, we probably have none. But let's just double check. Because they don't... Well, we did draft that one guy who had the A potential, but he's not on this yet. But let's get into the season. Let's hope we... Actually, I don't think injuries are on. I turned them off for a different franchise, and injuries are off. Oops, and I don't want manual. So good thing I double check, because we want the injuries on. Mode specific, and injuries we want MLB only. Haha, there we go. Now let's get into the season. So I don't think, sometimes they give us an extra draft pick, but I don't think we're going to have an extra draft pick, which is a shame. But we're off to a good start. I'll fix that. Just hope we can win the division, and then that way we don't have to play the wild card game. And if we can get the best records, we want to game 19-3. Good lord! If you have the best record in the American League, we get to play the wild card team. It's an added bonus. But my goal. Make the playoffs. Who's out 1 to 2 months? Damn it. All right, we got to fix that. How is he doing this year, too? 299. Ah, damn, he's hitting good. 3 home runs. That was a career high in home runs already. Well, you're now on the bench. Or you're on the DL, excuse me. We'll put Zavala in the lineup. Should make sure they're in AAA. There are guys who are really good, like Stockton, the shortstop. Barton, who's mashing AAA pitching. And I haven't loved him in the majors. Perez is a promising young kid, only 20 years old, a second baseman. But, wow, Lopez is having a great year. How is Lovallo? Only hitting 200, 4 home runs. Now, because of his great defense, he's still going to be a positive player. But, yeah, let's continue the season. I think we're going to have like a 29th pick or something in the draft. It's going to be something late. Who's still at 4 to 5 weeks. We've been pretty healthy, though, other than Tom being hurt. Now, one of you guys in the comments mentioned we should change Tom Who's position to first. So it's Who's on first. Very funny. 28th pick in round 1. Round 2, we have the 25th pick. No extra draft picks, unfortunately. So this draft probably won't be anything crazy. Now, I do think there are certain positions of need, but I might just take best players available, like, was it Gregorio Ramo? Another Ramo. Really good hitting second baseman. We don't need second baseman. There's a first baseman. Okay. We don't need a first baseman. There's another second baseman here who looks really good. Like, if you take a look at first base, we have Gutierrez, Price, and then we have a bunch of other guys like Callaway, Samuel, Chavez. Second base, we have Story, Perez, and even Aparicio is 73 overall. He's only 19 years old. At third base, we have several guys there. Shortstop, we don't have much, but there's not really anything here. Outfield is kind of weak. So do I take a guy like Luis Mize? Oh, man. He's not as well scouted, but he looks pretty good. Or do I take this first baseman, though, Sanchez? I have to take him. I have to take Sanchez. And what was that left fielder's name? I haven't seen him yet. Mize, he went round 2, pick one of the Braves. Well, we'll see how good he is. And if we screw that up, I thought it should take best player available. We'll take this project in center field. He's 21, he's a project, but low injury risk. Could be a fast guy. Maybe in a few years he's an outfielder for us, but get the best player available. Maybe he has a secondary position of right field, kind of like Ryan Price does. But I thought we had to take that chance. This second baseman is a project still available. I'll take him. Yeah, it's second base. We have a bunch. Who knows in 4 or 5 years where we'll be in terms of what we need. Round 4, a right fielder who's a project who's 22. I don't really love him. Probably just take some shots in the dark, unfortunately. Promising Darren Karowski. So we'll take him in round 4. And 2 more shots in the dark. I hope we took the right player with that. If that left fielder's a stud and the first baseman's not, I'll be upset. This guy only has a 70 potential, but he could be an elite fielder who could have a little bit of a head of power, but I'll take him. Tom Walsh, just because I don't love the shots in the dark, and that at least covers a position of need in outfield. All right, last round, and I will take this reliever who's a project instead of the starter because the reliever's 20 and the starter's 24. All right, so let's see how we did. Oh! Home run pick. Home run draft. The first 3 picks are awesome. 90 potential. He's 18. 73 overall. Look at the bat. Holy shiitake. Only 18 years old. Please have some secondary. You'll find out in the offseason. Oh, we can't afford them. All right. What is our budget looking like? I will just trade Valero unless he's pitching outstanding. And he's not. I will just literally trade him to cut contract. So let's go to a National League team. You know, let's just do prospects, and I'll just take a prospect and just flat out release him. And we can't. All right. I'll just take on any contract. Kobe Allard. All right, I'll do. Well, it doesn't really save us a whole lot of money. Ah, damn it, this is annoying. All right, gotta find a contract that's like bad, and the guy's not that good. I can probably switch it out. 6 stone. Nope. Literally just want to do this to save some money. I could just flat out release him, I guess. Alright. And I guess this did backfire, I guess. Because the fact that we didn't even get a draft pick for him and now he's kind of just blocking us from doing stuff. I just need to find a guy who's making a crap ton of money who's not good. Like, I should just look at the Yankees. They'll probably, or the Red Sox will have some bad contracts. But so far, man, there's like none. Yeah, there are like no bad contracts. I don't get this. Here we go. They want a little bit more value. Oh, they want a lot more value. Damn it. So if I release them, how much money do I save? You look at quarter play 16 million and okay, but that's 16 versus 21. That's 5 million, so I'll do that. And let's see if our budget will be positive now so we can sign these guys. Oh, we haven't lost since. Our budget's now there. Can we sign these guys? We can. Perfect. So Sanchez, yeah, 90 freaking potential. Rosario, shot in the dark. Not shot in the dark. He was a project, excuse me. 89 potential. Great durability, the speed, the bat. I mean, he's 21. He's a 55 overall, so he's not close to being ready, but still not bad. And then Eusebio, another second baseman with 88 potential. That's great. The rest of the draft is weak. Karowski at 74 potential, 59 overall. Walsh only at 61 potential. Good fielder, but the bat's not that good. Only a D potential, 61, almost an F potential. And then Coyle, 70 potential reliever. He's a lefty, but yeah, I don't think he'll end up being anything. But the first three picks, 90, 89, 88. And Sanchez is 73 overall, only 18 years old. Now, let's go to... Oh, I thought that was the guy we just passed on with a 96 potential. No, 77 potential. Thank God. Wow, that was a good pick. That was an amazing... I'm just seeing if there's any names real quick. Wow, 97 potential. He's a closer. Oh, thank God we hit that. Wow, 98 potential on this kid. That's not good. But yeah, we got what we needed to get. That's a superstar. Holy cow. He's going to... I mean... How are our first basemen doing in the system? So Gutierrez is struggling somewhat with it. It's pretty consistent. 280, 263, 18 home runs. And that guy's not ready yet, the guy we just drafted. He's still a couple years away. Price is not really playing that much. He hasn't really done much. Callaway is doing really well. His potential's going up. He's in 310 with 9 home runs in AAA. I mean, you look at him. We have so many. Now, unfortunately, he has no secondary positions. His potential is now 86. Samuels, he's doing pretty well in AAA, 295 with 4 home runs. He can play second base, which is kind of weird. He can play first and second. Actually, he'd be a really good second baseman. Chavis, he's doing really well in AA, 303 with 6 home runs. He doesn't have any other positions. And then we have Quintana, who's really struggling in AAA. And these guys are C potential. But yeah, first base is a position of strength. Tommy Perez is doing in AAA. And Castillo's barely playing. He's hitting a $130. Jeez. Lavallo, 206, only 5 home runs. But he doesn't play that good defense. I'm just looking real quick. Some of these. And we don't have many prospects in left field. Bordick is like one of the few. He's mashing AAA hit. Wow. Bordick's in 323 in AAA. He's only 67 overall. It's not crazy high. His fielding's terrible. But also has 24 steals. And Tabor in AA has been okay. Nothing crazy. But, yeah, and we also have some catching prospects, don't we? Not really, actually. That's probably one thing we want to draft soon. Because Stoltz is a free agent. Casto's really struggling this year with the bat. But yeah, anyway, we're going to get probably a lot of extra draft picks next year because of all the pending free agents we have. I'm thinking we can get a lot of extra picks. Who is back? Nice. We are 15 games up. That's ridiculous. So now Zavala, who hasn't really done much, is out. Who is in? And if you can see, I now have been putting Who in right field where he can play. And Casto, come on, dude. You're a better hitter than a $181. Thank God you can field. And how is Lavallo? 223 with 7 home runs. He's improving. He is improving, so that's good. All right. How many games in a row have we won? 7. And we're ranked first, I just saw. So, yeah, we are in a good spot. And we drafted a freaking superstar. Late, like the 28th pick, too. Wow. Just freaking ridiculous. All right. All-star game. Let's see who made it for us. 19 games up in the division. Stoltz is a 1.7 ERA. He was like a second-round pick. He's going to be, and he's locked up long-term, such a team-friendly contract. He's ridiculous. A 1.7 ERA, 0.94 whip. That's it for our starters. Hey, Cervantes was one of our guys. He's had a great career in Toronto. 1.99 ERA this year. Barry made it this year. 2.75 ERA. His potential's going down. His overall. He is a free agent. We'll probably get a draft pick for him. No catchers. No first baseman. Story at second. 25 home runs for Story. His career high is 26. Got paid and he's playing like a superstar. Hirsch, 265 average. 21 home runs. Is he going to end up with 29 again? Probably. Pretty much does what Charlie does. And there's Vlad on the Red Sox. Outfielders. Or not, shortstop, excuse me. Lopez, 310, 15 home runs. Sergio Samuels was our first ever pick. 284. Wow, he had a really good year last year. 32 home runs. Took him a while to put together, but he's really put his career together. He could be a Hall of Fame. No, he's not going to be. How's Soto? Soto in this franchise is like ridiculous. He has 560 home runs, and he has 2,700 hits already. And no one else. Let's see anyone that we have let go. Anyone else show up on this? Let's see anyone there. Leo was... No, he wasn't ours. We had another... I keep thinking it. I want to see that name. I'm not seeing any other names, though. Players who are in the All-Star team. So let's just continue with the season. Basically, stay healthy. We're going to win the division. Still set for a few days. He's just on to utilize that. Cardinals interested in a trade. St. Louis, are you like stupid? We don't do trades. We haven't done a trade. Chicago, we haven't done a trade at all. Kind of wish we could because we have so many great first basemen. And we need some outfielders. But hey, that's kind of the beauty of this franchise. Sometimes you have to draft based off need. Luckily, in this draft, we didn't. We drafted based off what we thought was the best player available. And we were right. We were right big time. All right, let's finish the season. And who's out for a few days? Keep active. Just place on the bench. We'll manually put him back in. Yeah, 23 games up. That's pretty good. Who hasn't really turned into like the player I thought he would be? Now he's still super young. He's about 24. But he's only hitting 267. Does have 23 stolen bases. Castro's in 214 now, but we'll check out the stats at the end of the season. I just want to make sure they didn't screw up and put Stoltz in. Okay, he is. So I think he's going to take Merced's spot of winning the Cy Young. So sorry, Frank, but I don't think he'll be that mad. And you're going to get paid this offseason, Frank. That's for sure. 104 wins, and we won the division. So we're going to be playing some perfect season. We had a great draft, won the division, and not even close. Now, the division was terrible. The second place was 75 wins. That kind of probably helped us with like inflate our total wins, but still, Story hit 40 home. How do you hit 40 home runs with his power 67 and 43? I don't know. 40 home runs, 304 average, 385 on base, 559 slugging, OPS of 944, WAR of 7.7. Marcus, look at this bat. He can't field, but 287, 26 home runs, also stole 15 bags, OPS over 800. WAR of only 2.8 because he's such a bad fielder, but the dude can hit. Lopez, 326, 21 home runs. The power was down. He hit 30 last year, but still, his career WAR is now up to 69.5 with a 6.9 WAR. That's double nice. He's probably a Hall of Famer. Hirsch, 281 average, 35 home runs. Breakout for him, 35 home runs. He has 122 career home runs, and he's 23. Pretty good. He's got a long-term deal with us. We have a bunch of guys who could be Hall of Famers. Gutierrez, 293 average, 36 home runs. He has 257 home runs. He's only 28. He's consistently just right around 30. He's never hit 40, but his career low is 26, and he got hurt that year. If he's healthy, 23 this year, actually. The 2 years he got hurt. If he's healthy, he always just slugs around 500. And he's a guy who could be a Hall of Famer. Tom Hu, we already looked at. Ortiz, 226 average, not that good. Did hit 20 home runs. Does play a solid defense in center. We don't really have a true center fielder. I mean, his WAR is still positive. Laval only hit 217. 10 home runs. WAR was, 2 because of the great defense, and he can run. How many stolen bases do you have? Only 15. Castillo, I mean, you could argue he might have been better, but yeah, go with the youngster. And Castro, 88 overall, which is nice. 234, 13 home runs. Did also steal 12 bases. WAR of 2.4. Stoltz obviously couldn't hit. He is a free agent. And then we had Price and Zavala. So let's take a look at the pitching. So Frank Merced, another great year for Frank. He's a 98 overall, 2.64 ERA, whip of 1.06. Again, he's a guy who's on the fast track to being a Hall of Famer. Stoltz, I think, is going to get the Cy Young, 2.26 ERA, 0.96 whip. He's only 22. Cox, a 3.64 ERA. That's about time, Garrett. You're getting paid like a star. You're not a star. That's not star numbers. That's very good. Gino, a 3.03 ERA. He's been amazing. He's 26. Yeah, that's his second straight really, really good year. And Rivera, 4.15 ERA is not too bad as a number 5 starter. Chavez, 2.64 ERA and 100 innings as the long man. Again, I'll bring him back next year as our long man. Obviously not $27 million, but we'll see. Pedrosa did struggle with a 5-something ERA. It's a shame, but we did lock him up long term. His contract's not bad. Reyes was amazing, a 1.94 ERA. Cherry did kind of struggle. He's a free agent. Bean was amazing, and Barry was really good. Let's take a look at awards. Soto got MVP, and who's BJ Shelton? First baseman who had a not even that good of a year. 39 home runs, 260 average. But Soto got it. We didn't get... Now, he did strike out a lot of guys, but that's crock of shit. Pardino from Brazil got it. Soto and Solomon Elam got the batting titles. Relievers, didn't get that. Rookie of the Year, Henry Vina, who's 25. Promising. And, wow, Solomon got Rookie of the Year and the batting title. That's a good year. Any awards? Or are they just going to... Charlie Hirsch got Silver Slugger at DH. Story at second. Gutierrez at first. Lopez at short. None in the outfield. Sergio Samuel, though, got it. Hit 288 with 28 home runs. 31 stolen bases. Take a look at top prospects. We probably don't have any on this. We have a lot of guys who I like who just aren't going to show up on this. The guy we drafted, though, in the first round is going to be on this just because of that potential and because of his overall and his age. But we have none on this. But, hey, you can tell guys like David Stoltz wasn't a top prospect. I mean, he's still only a B potential. But real quick before the end of the video, let's see how our prospects did. Kevin Rimo, he's now an 82 overall. He's only 23 years old. I mean... If we don't bring back Chavez, well, maybe I won't. I don't know. Rainbow can step right in there. Evan Craig is 27. 80. He's probably... I might move him. I'm going to do it right now. He's 66 potential. 66 stamina. He's a reliever. Just do it now. Raimo, though, has 84 stamina. Reyes, 78. He's 26. He's also a lefty. Geronimo, he's a lefty. Might be a reliever at 71 stamina. Then we got Conley's 24. Aragon's 23 years old. Like, a lot of good relievers. Guzman, he's taking a little bit longer. Then guys we drafted, like Ogawa is a B potential, 21 years old, 69 overall. Relievers, nothing really crazy here. McDonald was the guy we drafted as a pure reliever. And then we don't have many closers, actually. So that's one thing we might need to work on. So first base, Callaway is... The bat's ready. Like, freaking, we have so many. I'll let Price go, and Callaway can probably play as first base for us next year. Samuels, we might move him to second. Actually, I probably am going to move him to second base. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. So, second base, secondary position of first base. How often do you see that? Not often. That should bring up his overall, though. There's Chavez and Quintana. Samuels is now at 79 overall. As you can see, that's really good. He can field. If Story gets hurt, we do have Tommy Perez, he's really good. And the fact he's not a top prospect blows my mind. He's 20, he's an 82 overall. It's because his potential's not crazy. It's only an 84. And then we have Aparicio, who's 19. We have so many second basemen. I actually am going to move him to short. We don't have many shortstops. Power's good. The fielding and the arm is good enough. I'm going to move him to shortstop. So let's do that right. Nope, no. He's an 82 potential, by the way, but... He can play second, third, and short. So short, second, and third. Oop, that's first and third. Second and third. And then also with, we have Carmichael's an 8 potential. Man, we are very set. And then at third base, we do have Everett, who's a project. Same with Iovano. They're projects, but we got Lavallo, who's now there. And then shortstop, there's Aparicio. Stockton, an elite fielder. Outfield is really... We have a lot of bodies, just not really any great ones. Bordick is hit 410 in the majors. No, in the playoffs, excuse me. He's a really good hitter. can run. Other than that, we don't have a lot of options. And then center, and then right, there's like no one. So that's something we need to work on in future drafts. But this was a great season. If you guys enjoy us, please drop a like. I will talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.